What's up, fellow veterans, insider community, friends, family, loved ones? Last week, I received some news that nobody ever wants to get. The nurse walked in and said, "Mr. Reese, I'm so sorry you have cancer." The formal diagnosis that I received is a lymphatic system cancer known as Hodgkin's lymphoma. The purpose of me sharing this, I just want you all to be aware of this story, my journey, everything you need to know to be aware of. I just want to make sure that everybody's got the facts, okay? What is Hodgkin's lymphoma? It's a type of cancer, and it affects the lymphatic system. Hodgkin's lymphoma is one of two types of lymphoma. There's either Hodgkin's or non-Hodgkin's, and I have the Hodgkin's version. I can tell you where it began. I noticed swelling in the lymph nodes in my neck, and they kept getting bigger. I also noticed that they were painless to the touch. They were a little bit hard, but at first I thought maybe it was just some type of an infection or some type of a virus, but it didn't go away. And they kept getting bigger. Some of the symptoms people have, I really didn't have a ton of symptoms. I've got a little bit of fatigue, some night sweats, a little bit of weight loss, some itchy skin. But some of the common ones are persistent fatigue, fever and chills, swollen lymph nodes in the neck, the armpits, the groin. And you typically need to go in, you need to see a doctor. There's going to be some physical exams, blood tests, imaging tests. I went through some CT scans, and the doctors confirmed after doing a biopsy, which I'll show you. You can see in my neck, they tried to do a biopsy of my neck lymph node, but they ended up having to surgically remove one of them and send it to the lab to try to confirm the diagnosis. The one thing I want to share is I was in Afghanistan in 2011, exposed to toxins, hazardous conditions, burn pits, open poo ponds, all types of cancer, by the way, many of them, including all types of lymphoma, are on the presumptive list for VA disability. All right. If you think at all you were in the Middle East, you think you might have been exposed to these toxins, I highly recommend you get yourself checked out by a doctor. And I also recommend if you were exposed to burn pits or toxic substances that you get on something called the VA's Burn Pit Registry. Okay, that'll put the VA on notice that you were exposed to this, and it'll be in your records. All right, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for VA Claims Insider, for you? I'm going to be going through multiple cycles of chemotherapy starting shortly. And they might have to do radiation depending on how my body responds to chemo. But those are the most common forms of treatment for lymphoma, chemotherapy, and maybe radiation. What's the prognosis here? Well, the good news is they caught it early. Okay, I'm in stage 2 of 4. And I'm also young, right? I just turned 41 years old. And the survival rate for stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma for somebody who's young is very high. Okay, it's above 80%. The cure rate as well is above 80%. So I'm believing in our Lord Jesus that I'm going to be healed. I can feel his hands on me. I can feel all of your prayers, your thoughts. And I so appreciate that. And where do you turn? You know, I understand you're free to believe what you believe. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what I think you should believe. I'll just tell you what I believe. I believe that Jesus is the great healer. And I believe that he's with me every step of the way. I believe that I'm going to beat this. I believe that I'm going to be cured. And I'm going to keep serving and supporting y'all. Okay, none of that changes. I'm going to keep doing videos. You're probably going to see me with no hair. You may see me looking a little worse at times, but I'm going to push through because I need you and I know you need me. If you want to pray with me, I ask that you pray this verse from Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Don't be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I'm going to beat cancer. I have no doubt. This is just a temporary setback on the journey thing called life. And I'm hoping that I can use my story again as hope and inspiration for you. Thank you all so much for your continued prayers and support. I'm hopeful, very hopeful. I love you all so much. Thank you.